Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be testing and fitting the XLifter. Thanks go out to Jan who gave me a discount on this and also sent me some very nice stickers which we'll be putting on the Land Rover a little bit later on. Let's first of all have a little look to see what's in the box. So quite a nice box. Inside there we have another sticker, the instruction manual. I must admit I have already had a little look at the videos online, so hopefully I won't need too much of that. Some instructions for calibration, and then let's have a look what we've got actually inside here. So we have the actual XLifter module itself with some double-sided tape already attached, good quality 3M. We have the small module, also some double-sided tape. The socket for going into the 12 volt, oh, and one of those nice pieces for peeling off in a minute. And we have the wiring loom. So it looks pretty simple. Let's take a look and see if we can get that fitted in. First off, it said we need to remove these couple screws which are down here. So we've just got a crosshead screwdriver. Let's see if we can get those out quick. That's one undone. It looks like they're actually captive screws as well. Two undone. There's a screw in there as well. Okay, that's loose now. So that comes down, and I think we have to watch out for the lamp which is here. So let's carefully bend and pull that round. Yeah. And where's that lamp? Okay, so that's that piece out. In fact, that lamp isn't really even connected up. Must have just come undone. Let's put that outside. So I've located the module. It's tucked quite a bit further up than I expected. In fact, it's right up the top in there. Next job is to pull out the two connectors. Let's see if I can get my hand up inside that very small space. And I'm guessing I need my screwdriver to unclip those. Okay, that's the first one loose. Let's see if we can dislodge the next one. Screwdriver into that small clip just to depress it down. Let's just press it down. I hope. Let's now try and loosen that one out. This one's going to be... Oh, that one's come out straight away. Okay, so that's the first piece done. The two clips are out. Next piece, I think it says, is to actually fit the XLifter and actually tape that up against it. So I need to make sure I've got that connector facing downwards and taped in. Oh, actually, I see we've also got some Velcro on these as well. So that should let us take it out if it doesn't fit exactly the right place. So let's pull off that nice piece of sticky cover, and let's see if we can position that up inside. Lots of challenging wires to get your hands around here. So let's just tuck that piece of wire, which is that one, a little bit down the way there, and also help if the brake pedal wasn't in the right face. Okay, so I think we're in a good place there. Okay, and hopefully you can just about see that on the camera. We've got that plugged in there. Let's just give you a little bit of a move so you can actually see where that is. Oops, but that's better like that. Just tucked up there. So let's have a look to see what we need to do in terms of connecting the wiring loom up. So here is the loom. Here's the loom. Also got a little blanking cover there. Let's actually just undo that first of all. I think it has to fit in fact it can only fit in one way. It's going to fit in that way. And it did say on the video as well, make sure that that doesn't get twisted as you plug it in. That seems to be fine. That went in there quite nicely.
Okay, so that was fun getting those two plugs in there. It's a bit of a challenge. In fact, what I'd done to give a bit more space for my hand, I took off the plug that's on the brake, and that gave it just a little bit more space. You could actually get your hand up there, and then eventually you could hear that click as the plugs fitted in, and you can now see that the LED is flashing away. Oh, let's see if I can get back out now then, Harv. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's plugged in. Next, put the bits back in, put it back together, and let's just fit the under tray back in. Moment of truth, let's plug it in. Oh. Not calibrated, so that's cool, that's what it says it should be. We're now going to need to see if we can find a piece of flat ground and use our spirit level to calibrate the system. To go to settings, go to calibration. Yep, we're in there. Start. In my haste, I forgot to set the vehicle type, so I had to repeat this step for the Discovery 3. Success. Okay. We didn't have quite enough time the other day to finish the full system off. Got to put the stickers on, and also then we'll show you fitting the module onto the dashboard, and perhaps also show it going up and down and do a quick review of what I think about it. Thanks, Jan, for sending some XLifter stickers as well that we'll apply now. Let's put a piece of the masking tape on first of all to give us a line where we can make sure that we get it straight. Here are the stickers. XLifter. Let's actually get some spray. So just wet the surface first of all. That helps if you do need to move the sticker at all. Just give it a little tiny spray. Make sure there's no pieces in there. That's a couple of scratch marks from green laning. Just one more spray perhaps. Okay. We need to take off the backing. Okay. Let's line it up against our piece of masking tape so we get it nice and straight. I think that looks good there. Okay, working from the edge of each letter to hopefully not get any air bubbles in there. I'm just using a piece of card because I don't have a squeegee to hand. A piece of firm card should do the job as well. There's the X, L, I, F, T, E, and finally the R to make XLifter. Nice place to fit the control module. I think you can plug it into the cigarette lighter or the extra outlet of power down there, tuck the wire round here, and it's got some double-sided tape that we can stick it down just in this nice little slot. I think just here should be perfect. And I can see that when we're driving along, and it's nicely tucked out of the way. Let's try and switch on and see the different functions that are coming on. We're currently set in the Skyrocket, which is the highest setting, which is giving me the 75mm lift. Let's make a comparison to that going down to the lowest setting, which is going to be, I think, the Super Drop. To connect up the mobile app, on the little control panel, you have to come into here and go into the extras and go into the Connect app. Once you go into there, that will give you a password, and it should, I think, then allow you to be able to connect up the app and to be able to see that Wi-Fi available. Here it is here, connecting. First time you do that, obviously asks you to have the password entered. And it's now connected up. And if I go back to the XLifter application, we can now see that I'm currently in that skyrocket setting. It is possible to adjust in here, so if I want to go back just to the basic off-road, and I can feel the vehicle is now lowering. Likewise, I can see what the temperature is of the vehicle. It seems on my one is actually in the higher level at the moment because it is an older vehicle as well, but it's just sort of peeking into that critical area. It doesn't seem to be a problem at the moment though. We can also look at the leveling and look here. I think it actually allows us, if we want to, within here to do the actual trailer adjustment to actually adjust the front and rear level for it. So again, here in that trailer adjustment gives me the option to be able to go up and down. Okay, confirm trailer assist, yep, okay, start, and therefore I should be able to lower the back down. Let's see how that looks outside. Oh wow, that feels really weird. That's super low at the back now. I'm going to get out and have a little look at that. Wow, wow, that's super low now, see that? That's really cool. And I guess if I have my I guess even from the outside with the mobile app I should now be able to connect up my trailer, then I can lift it back up. We've got it set back in the skyrocket setting. You can see that's really nice and high. Really great to see that function to be able to get the trailer on. Looking forward to when I can get out onto the road, or I should say actually out onto the off-road tracks to be able to see really what its full capability is with the XLifter. I did briefly try as well, just going down the road there. The 30 mile an hour limit when normally the vehicle drops is removed, so you can keep it in whichever level you want. I wouldn't recommend driving around in this skyrocket setting obviously, but if you do want to have that aesthetic 1-inch lift, I think that would be really good, especially with the larger wheels and tyres. So thanks for watching everyone. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. As I said, we will be bringing to you very soon, as we get back out, those off-road tracks and to be able to show you how the XLifter is working. Thanks very much. Bye.